Brown stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Ervin. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's what
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Taproom Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan. Stacks on Stacks on Stacks Lats. Joined with my man, Swerving, Ervin Washington. How you doing tonight?
Chilling. Just ate dinner. About to talk some good old football.
What'd you have for dinner? Chipotle?
Nah, Buffalo Wild Wings, Chipotle.
Hey, what flavor of wings you get?
I got Caribbean jerk, the Nashville hot, and the mango habanero.
Bone in or bone out?
Bone in. I'm not really a boneless type of guy.
I feel it. I haven't had the Caribbean jerk, dude. When I was in the Bay, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch UFC with Ben, and we got like 5 flavors of wings. And the dude messed up and gave us like none of the wings we ordered, but we were like, we were so hungry, we were just like, fuck it, dude. Like, we're just gonna eat them anyways.
Man.
That Caribbean jerk sounds good, man.
The Caribbean jerk was actually good. I was trying to flame it hot. It had the flaming hot Dorito flavor, but it's gone now. It was like seasonal.
Dude, that sounds like too much, bro.
I know, but I just wanted to try it.
Well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We got a dope show on deck. We're going to be talking about ESPN's recent top 10 quarterback list, which they came out with today. I think for the most part, they kind of got it right, but I think we both have some differences there. And then we're also going to be talking about USC and UCLA joining the Big Ten. We haven't been on since the news broke, so we're going to react to it today, kind of talk about the future of college football, college sports, college athletics, and where it's going. And then we do have our Mountain West preview on Wednesday night, 9:30. You're definitely going to want to tune into that. We're going to be breaking down the win totals, over-unders for all the Mountain West teams and just getting a solid handicap. And I have to mention, we are being brought to you by Tavour. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door.
Let's go, y'all.
So let's hop right into it, Irv. Let's talk about the Big Ten and the and USC and UCLA. So this came out of nowhere, bro. Like absolutely nowhere. You know. I honestly thought the Pac-12 was gonna end up growing. I know Larry Scott like really fucked shit up, dude, and I think everybody's in agreement on that. But what's your thoughts? Because I don't think either of us saw USC and UCLA going to the Big Ten.
Yeah, honestly, I thought they would go independent if they were to ever leave the Pac-12, but it makes sense because USC has a historical rivalry with all the top dogs in the top 4 teams in the Big Ten, which is Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and slipping my mind. Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State. What's the 4th? I can't think of the 4th one. But anyway, they have a historical rivalry. They play most of these teams with the big dogs regular season, Rose Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those games even impact the national championship standings. Last time we played Ohio State, we got our ass kicked, but that was under Lane Clay, so we don't bring that up no more. But it makes financial sense. USC was pretty much getting left behind. When you got a school like Vanderbilt and SEC getting 60 some odd, 70 some odd million just off media rights per year, and USC only getting 38, USC can't survive like that. And on top of that, USC owns, I think when I looked at the thing, they own 50 to 55% of the whole market for the Pac-12, and that's just LA. So USC, UCLA, and they're splitting the same amount of money with Washington State, Oregon State, and basically schools that have no media presence market at all. So Mike Bone looked at it, the higher ups looked at it. USC, if they want new facilities, if they want to keep ushering in the big time money like these top notch programs like Bama and Ohio State and the Clemsons of the world, they had to upgrade and they had to join a conference. Plus, this is the future of college football. It's getting there. I think 5-10 years from now, it might never be an NCAA no more. It's going to be two super conferences governed by the universities and their chancellors and their presidents. They might hire a commissioner to oversee or mediate, but it might end up being like an AFC and NFC, and you have like a top 40, top 50 in college football, and that's how it's going to break down. Of course, you'll have lower divisions where they could come up and still be an FBS. There'll still be an FBS team that probably get to challenge one of the big dogs every now and then, but as far as like revenue and media rights, that's what's driving the future of college football.
Yep. You know, I mean, you and I have talked about this off the show, you know, quite often. I mean, I've thought for a while that we were heading towards at least at minimum 4 major conferences, right? And now with the TV deals running up in 2 years, it's looking more like it's going to be like 3 conferences, you know, Fox, CBS, and ESPN. Yeah. And, you know, they're going to have the rights to those conferences.
And the biggest fish left out there now is Notre Dame. All points and all, you know, common sense would make you think they're going to join the Big Ten, which they should have done a long time ago, because that's where smack dab, that's where they're at. Yeah. They're in Big Ten country. But for some reason, they have this weird loose relationship with the ACC. Well, all their sports besides football are already in the ACC, so they're going to have to find a way to get out of that deal if they do decide to go to another conference. But it's looking like
they're trying to terminate the ACC deal with ESPN right now.
Yeah, because that thing runs till 2036, and that's a horrible deal. Yeah. So I think once they decide where they're going, then we'll have a lot more clarity on how everything's going to shake out, because that's when the SEC is probably going to try to go grab Miami, Clemson, and Florida State. Yeah. But right now, the SEC saying they're staying at 16 teams, but that's only for now. Within the next 2 years, all that's going to change.
Yep. No, I agree. You know, when the news first broke, I was kind of like, as a purist, I was kind of like, man, I was a little bummed, dude, because, you know, we have over 100-year rivalry with Stanford, right?
And well, the thing is, some people think that Stanford might, but it's up to them though. Now, this is where we're gonna realize is, does Stanford really care about football, or they just want to focus on their academics and just have a football team? Because Stanford and Cal is in a pretty significant market. It's Northern California, so it's California. It's definitely a viable market. Yep. They will add a lot to the Big Ten as far as research wise. And Stanford has a $40 billion endowment, so it's basically Ivy League West. So I think it all depends on what the California schools want to do, because if they're open to moving to the Big Ten, USC and UCLA holds enough power to tell the Big Ten, like, we want Stanford, we want Cal, and the Big Ten come along with us. Now, there's going to have ramifications for the Rose Bowl, because traditionally the Rose Bowl is the Pac-12 champion versus the Big Ten champion. Yep. Of course, those two teams is not going to the playoffs. So I think the Rose Bowl is finally going to have to, you know, open up and like become more modern. I know they don't like it not being on the January 1st, but I think it's going to have to be either it's going to be early in the morning on January 1st, or they're going to have to move off that day completely, because the college football playoff wants those games on the 1st. They just keep doing them on New Year's Eve, because
they should use the Rose Bowl every year as a college football playoff game. And if it goes to 6 teams, then it definitely will be one of the spots for a college football playoff. But I mean, the Rose Bowl is just, I mean, dude, how many years? Like 120 years or something like that? Like,
you can't give it to the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah, it's just the historical significance of the Rose Bowl. And that was kind of like why I was upset about, you know, USC leaving the Pac-12 at first, was because there is a lot of history there with the original Pac-8 and, you know, playing the Rose Bowl Pac winner versus the Big Ten winner. I mean, that's why I grew up watching and shit. So
Yeah, but you also the pushback to that. Been listening to Colin Cowherd a lot lately, and like you said, college football has became super regional. So it's the SEC, the Big Ten, ACC. Out west, we're watered down to Pac-12 after dark, and those most of those games come on 7:30, 8 o'clock, sometimes eight
bro, I
thirty at
love
night,
it, dude.
and
I love
and
it.
no and nobody's back east is watching none of those games.
I
So
guarantee the degenerates are.
it's
And New York just
I,
made $8 billion on sports gambling last month, dude. I'm telling you, like
I
the way
that's
the
whew.
sports gambling world is going, like dudes will literally watch every game that is available to them if they can make a bet on it, dude, and they have something to sweat out. So I think that there was a viable route for USC to still be in the Pac-12, but Larry Scott really fucked shit up, dude. And
His
I
spending, his yeah, it was.
and I don't think
I
I don't
get
think
it.
it's easy to recover from, dude. And I think USC saw the writing on the wall, especially with. I mean, who else are they gonna get? Like everyone's already gone. They go get Notre Dame, okay, and then who? You know what I mean? Like there's no other big programs for them to go grab, because originally the talk
Yeah,
was that they were gonna get Oklahoma and Texas. This was like 7 years ago,
yeah,
right?
2011, 2012.
And then Texas, Oklahoma go to the SEC. There's no hope for the Pac-12 at that point. You know?
Yeah, because the only media market that they have that's pretty viable is LA,
Yep, in the Bay Area, in
Bay
Seattle.
Area, and Seattle. But Washington ain't been a major factor like that, especially since the '90s. They had a good run with Peterson, but what did they really accomplish besides making it to the playoff?
Yep.
So it's all about it's all about the media market. Even if USC fans haven't been attending games like that, it's not about fans. It's not about how much you win. That plays a part, but at the end of the day, this new world of college football is all about media markets and how much power you have in that market that you hold. And even UCLA, they haven't been good for I don't know how long,
Well,
but
they the Big Ten wants them for basketball.
yeah, Big Ten wants them for basketball, and they're not getting USC without getting UCLA. So that's the compromise they had to make. It does suck to lose some of the tradition and the rivalry, and playing Oregon and hearing their fans talk every 2 to 4 years. But I like the fact that USC gave the big middle finger to everybody else and showed everybody who's top dog.
That's true. How do you think this plays out for the Big Ten, and like how do you see USC and UCLA faring in football with like noon kickoffs and obviously the
Well, right,
weather?
yeah. Of course, I think the weather thing is overrated because
I do
people
too.
act like USC ain't played in snow and rain and freezing weather at altitude in Utah and Boulder and raining in
Washington State.
Seattle. Oregon State get pretty cold, especially when it's foggy and rainy up there. So I think the biggest thing is going to be getting used to the travel because they have those 9 a.m. kickoffs, those 12 noon kickoffs.
Big
So
noon
that's probably something
kickoff.
they have to get used to. Well, being in the Big Ten West because they probably gonna have to make the trip to Ohio State and Penn State probably every 2 to 4 years. They're not
Yeah.
gonna be playing each other every year, so
Right.
they probably play Michigan State one year, then the next year they'll play Penn State and Ohio State. It'll be, they'll switch off. But I feel like as long as they got Lincoln Riley and they recruit and they stay at the level I think they're gonna be all right. Because a year from now, 2 years from now, the only team that might be able to stay on the field with us, athlete for athlete, is probably gonna be Ohio State.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I thought people were definitely overreacting to the weather and stuff, and my biggest concern was the fucking noon kickoff, dude. Like that was the one, because like doing that once a year is one thing. When you got to do that every other weekend, like that can be taxing, dude. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think they'll be all right. I think USC will be just fine. And I think both USC and UCLA in basketball will be fine. The interesting sport for me is gonna be baseball because in the Midwest, dude, USC and UCLA start playing college baseball in February, obviously, and the weather is perfectly fine. But in the Midwest, dude, I mean Notre Dame, for example, they play
That's
in the
ridiculous.
Midwest. They start their season the first 6 weeks of the season. They play on the road. So
Mm-mm.
I mean that's gonna be an interesting sport, dude, to see. And college baseball is growing, dude. It's a growing sport.
Yeah,
Um,
and the Olympic sports are probably gonna be held on like neutral ground, to appease the travel schedule for everyone. And
yeah,
then the more I think about it too, even with the weather thing, USC, the Big Ten usually wraps up their season third week of November, third week of November.
yeah.
So if
And it's
it does
barely
come to
snowed, maybe one
yeah,
time.
and more often than not, USC probably gonna be at home for those later in the year games. So they might have to go on the road every once in a while in November to play in the snow, but it's football.
Yep,
Nobody cares about the weather. You strap up and you go do what you do.
yep. Big facts, dude. Absolutely big facts. Looking forward to it. It's not going to happen until 2024. USC is still going to be in the Pac-12 for the next 2 seasons. But
Yeah, so you Pac-12 bums enjoy Big Daddy, and after this, good luck in the Big 12, Mountain West, or
for some
whatever
reason,
conference.
dude, I still think Oregon ends up in the Big Ten, dude.
They not USC don't want them in the Big Ten from reports coming out. And then on top of that, they keep bringing up Phil Knight like he really can save their program. Like, okay, if that's the case, Phil Knight and all his silver could take y'all to the SEC and do what y'all do.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? But I don't know. I just have a hard time seeing like the Big Ten unless they somehow get Notre Dame,
Well, right
Stanford.
now it came out and said it. They only word right now they only want Notre Dame. After that, they said they'll revisit adding or subtracting after they get Notre Dame. So nothing's going set in stone until Notre Dame. But Pete Thamel did say Big Washington, Oregon reached out to the Big Ten, and the Big Ten said no. So
Jesus, that's crazy. Oh, well, I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure.
yeah, I think like the mountain schools are going to join the Big 12. I wouldn't mind Oregon and Washington joining the Big Ten with us because that'll mean that'll lessen our travels back east on the road because we'll probably be playing them every year, home or away. So it don't matter. Like it's just their markets don't move, don't shake. Well, Seattle is a good market. That'll be a good add to the Big Ten, but
Agreed.
Oregon would have to ride their coattails because what's in Eugene besides that campus?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing, but I still think that like Oregon does provide some kind of value because I do think that they're not like a national brand per se, Irv, but I mean, like they're still
Yeah,
recognized on a national level because of how good they have been recently, right? So
yeah,
I think they do provide some kind of value.
yeah. As far as athletics go, but that's not what it's based upon. It's based on your media market, and if your media market isn't holding any sway, you're not gonna have you're not gonna have that much of an impact or say so where you land because they can end up in the Big 12, they can end up in the Big 10, they can end up in the SEC.
Yeah,
It just depends on how these conferences want to realign and who they actually want in their conferences. Because outside of Nike and their uniforms, they have been a good team the last decade, but that's those conferences don't really care. USC and UCLA is pushing their next media rights deal for the Big Ten over $1 billion. So
yeah.
damn near 2 billion. So
No, I agree.
that's what it's all about.
Sorry, I was trying to put a live bet in on this Giants game real quick. Had to put a live bet in real quick. So, um, yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting going forward. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I don't think it's gonna do much per se for in like it's a sense of handicapping games going forward. But do you think that maybe some Pac-12 programs could look at USC and want to beat the shit out of them because they resent them for this move?
Yeah, for the next 2 years, they're gonna do the best they can, but it's not gonna work out well. We got Lincoln Riley now. Now, if Clay Helton was still our coach, then I'll think like, damn, why is we moving to the Big Ten? We probably won't even win the Pac-12. But it's a new day. You got Lincoln Riley. You got a proven top 5 head coach.
Well, I feel like I feel like Irvin, the one thing that Clay Helton did do in a sense is he managed to like be good enough to make Pac-12 title games though. You know what I mean?
Well, that don't really matter. If you making Pac-12 games and losing to the teams we was losing to, that don't make us look good.
No, not
Man,
at
remember
all.
that game where Christian McCaffrey looked like the white Reggie Bush against us? Man, that was horrible.
Dude, there's so
So
many frustrating games in the Clay Helton era, dude.
yeah, so I'm happy that dude's moved on. Shout out to Georgia Southern. Hopefully he could
Is he the head
do
coach there?
yeah, he's the head coach there now. So hopefully he could do some good things for them. He maxed out at USC and we got the guy that nobody thought that we was gonna get.
Nice. That's true. I didn't think we were gonna get him. That was fucking shocker to me, baby. But I'll take it. All right, let's hop into this top 10 quarterback listers that came out on ESPN today. So this is a ranking that was done so by 50 NFL executives and or scouts. So they came up with a list of the top 10. I'll go from 10 to 1 and then we'll react to it. Number 10, Dak Prescott. Number 9, Deshaun Watson. Number 8, Russell Wilson. Number 7, Justin Herbert. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. Number 5, Joe Burrow. Number 4, Tom Brady. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. And number 1, Aaron Rodgers. What's your thoughts on this top 10 ranking?
It's a solid list. You know, you can nitpick. I actually think Herbert should be a little higher. I'm pretty sure they're just basing it off last year. So where's Josh Allen at?
Josh
4
Allen's
or
number
5?
3.
Oh, he's number 3? Okay. I would put him honestly, I think he's like number 2. Well, Rodgers is a back-to-back MVP, so I see why he's 1.
Yep.
My homeboy is probably the best quarterback in the league. My personal list, he would be number 1. Yeah, I think it's a debatable list, but they pretty much hit the nail on the head. I don't know why Lamar Jackson's not in the top 10 though. I think that's a kind of like a snub because I'll definitely take Lamar over Dak right now.
Well, Dak might not even play. I think that's the one that I'm sorry, Deshaun Watson shouldn't even be in there. But I think as well, Dak, personally, I would take a healthy Kyler Murray over Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Kyler not in there too. Sheesh.
You know, and I would take Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott as well. And I would take him over Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson hasn't played in a year and he might not play this year. So
I don't think he's playing this year because
by default he shouldn't be in there.
The NFLPA suggested 8. That got rejected by
it's going to be a year at least, minimum.
So it's going to be at least 10 games to a year.
I don't think he plays this year, dude, at all.
Yeah, I don't think he plays this year either. So I don't know why he's in the top. So we should probably take him out the top 10.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'll definitely put Kyler in there. And I would like Lamar over Dak Prescott.
Do you have an issue with Burrow being at 5?
Yeah, I got an issue with that because that's basically off a 1-year wonder. Because if that's the case,
well, I mean, he was great as a rookie too till he got hurt.
Yeah, he was doing good, but bro, he's a good quarterback. He's borderline elite. If you take out Rodgers and Brady because they're pretty much the old guard, their careers are then dwindling down, but they're going to be up there because they're playing at a high level and they've been doing it for a really long time.
Yep.
But honestly, I like Herbert a little bit more than Joe Burrow, honestly, as far as like physical tools and how they play. But I don't know, Burrow's just cold as ice. He's clutch. And Josh Herbert has to prove he can win close games. So I see why they put Burrow at 5. My boy Russell Wilson, he had a down year last year, injuries, terrible O-line. So he has something to prove to scouts that he could still be a top 5, 4.
Yeah, he may be out of the top 10 mid-season, bro.
Yeah, I know. So he does got to have a good year. So, and plus the jury, people think he's about to decline. So we'll see how that goes. But, they got the young guns up there. They're showing them some love. I can't get mad at that. Honestly, I wouldn't have Burrow at 5. I'll have Herbert at I'll probably put Herbert at 5. Joe Burrow right at 6.
Hold on. So let's do this. Who would you put at number 10?
Lamar.
Hold on, I want to write this down. All right, you're going Lamar Jackson.
Number 9. No, wait, I'll put Dak at 10, Lamar at 9, Kyler at 8.
Hold on. Dak at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler at 9.
Lamar at 9.
Lamar at 9. Kyler at 8.
Kyler at 8.
All right.
7. I'll put Russell Wilson at 7.
All right. Well, let me do my first 4 too, and then we'll go the next 3, and then we'll both do 1 or the last 2. So 10, I'm going Lamar Jackson. Number 9, I'm gonna go Russell Wilson. Number 8, I'm gonna go Kyler. And number 7, I think I just fucked up, dude, on my numbers. Hold on, I'm gonna take Dak at 10, and then I'm gonna shift everything down.
Okay.
So I'm going Dak, Lamar, just like you, except I'm switching Kyler and Russell Wilson.
All right.
And then who do you have number 6?
Number 6, I'll put. Oh man, it's kind of tough. He took his team all the way to the Super Bowl, man. So I gotta put I'll put Herbert at 6, even though I like Herbert more than Joe Burrow personally, but I'll put Herbert at 6.
All right.
I'll put 5. I'll put Brady. He's still doing it at a high level. He's the GOAT.
He is.
So I'll put him at 5. That was 5, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay, Brady at 5. No, wait. If I put Herbert at 7, I put Joe Burrow 6, right?
You have Herbert, then you have Burrow, and then you have Brady.
6.
So you have Dak at 10, Lamar at 9, Kyler at 8, Russell at 7, Herbert at 6, Burrow at 5, Brady at 4.
Okay. 3, I'm putting my boy Matthew Stafford.
Why?
Because he's proved he's elite. He left the lame duck Lions first year. He takes the Rams to a Super Bowl and he wins it. And he did it with probably the worst wide receiver I ever saw in my life on the field.
That was only for like 1 game though, dude.
It don't matter. It's just Cooper Kupp. And
It really
he was down to like his 4th string tight end. Odell Beckham got hurt.
It was bad until the last drive, dude. Honestly, it was not good. Once
So-
Odell went down, dude, it was nasty sledding for them for a while, dude.
So this is my personal top 10. Of course, we all know Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are 2 of the best. But I'm going to leave one off, even though we both know they're top 4, top 5 quarterbacks still at this moment. So right now I got Stafford at what, 3?
You got Stafford at 3.
Okay. And for the last 2, you go Josh Allen and my homeboy.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to Josh Allen being number 2 at all, dude.
Yeah.
I think
after that playoff run and how he started and what he is now, you would have never thought he was gonna be this good. So
yeah, no,
Damn,
his
man.
first season, bro, he was so bad, dog. I was like, this dude don't even look like he belongs in the NFL. And then his second year wasn't much better. Third year, a hell of a lot better. But he was still like he threw to his right a ton, and he wasn't accurate when he threw any way else. Like wasn't accurate from the pocket. They really got him out, running the ball more. And then last year, I thought he became such an there's no way anybody could say that this kid is not top 3 in the league right now, bro.
yeah, he's top 3, top 5 in his sleep. If he could find a way to beat my homeboy one of these years,
I
he
mean,
could be right there with him.
This might be the year, dude, because the Bills have a great team, dude.
His defense just got to stay healthy.
An absolutely great team.
And now hopefully they stick with the run game more, man. Because if they could develop like a play action and make teams respect the run, that would make Josh Allen way
you
more.
left, dude, you left Aaron Rodgers off your list.
I know, but just my personal list. We all know Aaron Rodgers is a top 2, top 3 quarterback. This is just my personal top 10 list. I have no problem with the list that they put out for ESPN. Of course, you can still put Rodgers at one. He just got to win in the postseason, man, because his regular season and his postseasons be looking like, is this the same quarterback?
Yeah, no, I thought that game against the San Francisco 49ers was ugly. And especially if you watch the film after, like, he was literally only looking at Devontae Adams, dude. Like, he wasn't even looking anywhere else.
Man,
That
it was
shit
like
was
two
nasty.
plays. MVS was wide open, and he didn't even look his way.
All right,
But
I'm revising my top 10, Ervin. This is my top 10. So I'm taking Dak off. I'm going Lamar at number 10, Russell Wilson, number 9, Kyler, number 8, Stafford, number 7, Herbert, number 6, Burrow, number 5, Brady, number 4, Josh Allen, number 3, Aaron Rodgers, number 2, Patrick Mahomes, number 1. That's my list.
yeah, well, of course, you gotta have Rodgers and Brady in their top 5.
And I want to put Zach Wilson up there just because he's dating his girl's mom, dude.
You know, it's his teammate mom, right?
His teammate's mom. That makes sense.
Yeah, though his ex broke up with him and started dating his teammate, so he started dating his teammate's mom.
Oh, dude, that's epic, dude. Which teammate is this? Do we know?
His name is something Milne Dan. Starts with a D. Dan Milne, whatever his name is. But Zach Wilson is a cold character because that's right down my alley. That's something I would do.
That is fucking great shit.
You're a real one for that.
He's a legend, dude.
I told you I was a fan of Zach Wilson. We broke down the draft. There was a reason why.
That's a legend right there.
Oh man, I saw them. They posted a meme on.
Let's go, y'all.
They posted a meme on Twitter. Posted up Stifler's mom, and then they had Zach Wilson next to it. I was like, oh man, that's funny. If you seen American Pie, you know the reason why.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm surprised you've seen American Pie. I'm surprised you've seen that movie.
Bro, that's like an American classic. What kid my age haven't watched American Pie?
Oh, dude, such a great film, dude. Have you seen them all?
Seen them all.
That's pretty. They need to come out with a new one, dude. Like kids of them.
Something I don't know. They can swing something.
They got to do something. They got to make it something happen, man. That was a great
But
franchise.
yes, people out there don't get crazy. Of course, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers are both top 5 quarterbacks.
People are gonna get crazy, bro. They're gonna be very upset that you left Aaron Rodgers off your
I'm just gonna take them two personally off my top 10 list.
But you put Brady on there?
I did. Oh, I'm gonna take Brady off then. I'm gonna put somebody else in there because we all know how good those two are. You don't have to really rank them.
Are you gonna put Derek Carr up there?
What?
Yeah, dude, Derek Carr. That's who you got to put up there.
Nah, I'd rather put
if you take Brady and Rodgers off, you have to put somebody up there.
Yeah, we'll put Ryan Tannehill up there.
Oh shit, I love it. I love it.
If I took those two off, I'll probably give Derek Carr honorable mention. But even if you take those two off, I think you can still name 10 quarterbacks. Well, Watson not playing, so damn, you might can put Derek Carr at 10.
Yeah, he might be the 10th best quarterback after all is said and done. After all that shit.
Yeah, if you get rid
I
of
honestly might take Jimmy Garoppolo over Derek Carr though before keeping it 100.
If you take those 3 off, which I'm just doing because I want to do a personal top 10, which they are top 10 quarterbacks. If you take Watson off, because we more than likely know he's getting suspended for the whole year. If you take Brady away, if you take Aaron Rodgers away, yeah, you can sneak Derek Carr in there at 10.
Shoot, I might take Zach Wilson over Derek Carr. It doesn't have to do with football.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Derek Carr, I don't know, man. I don't think he's that. He's a better above average quarterback, but he's not winning, Super Bowl.
No.
He's not winning. He could probably max out if he's lucky, everything go your way.
He's the kind of quarterback that needs everything around him to be great.
Yeah, he could probably win you a division if everything goes great, but he's not winning you a championship at all.
He's on that Jimmy Garoppolo tier where everything has to go perfect. Or not perfect, but I mean, like,
everything has to go right.
He can't win you 7 games by himself, dude. You know what I mean? He can't win you 6 games by himself. He's got to have a lot go his way. It's got to be perfect situation. Brad Johnson type shit.
A lot of people think he's gonna have a great year. He's gonna lead the Raiders back to the playoffs, and they could challenge for the division.
I'm betting against it, dude.
But I don't see it because that defense is still.
I don't see it.
Trash.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Offense gonna score a lot of points. They probably gonna be in every game, but I don't see why a lot of people was picking the Raiders to be that good. Honestly, O-line it improved, but that O-line is still terrible. Defense is still terrible, and for some reason, maybe Josh McDaniels commits back to the run game, but they went away from the run game too much last year.
Yep, no, I agree. Absolutely agreed. Well, I mean, a big part of why they won against the run game though is because their offensive line stunk. That was a huge reason why. So it's tough to run the ball when you can't get any push on the front. You know what I mean? It's tough.
We'll see. First game of the season, they got a pretty tough test. They got the Chargers, so that'll be a good barometer for them.
I mean, their whole schedule's tough. Yeah,
two really improved teams. The Raiders improved a lot on offense. I don't really know if they improved a lot on defense. It was some guys out there they could have got, but they didn't get them. Would have really helped their defense out. Yep. I don't know. They in talks with Ndamukong Suh. We'll see what he got left in the tank or whatever. If that happens. Did Stephon Gilmore sign with anybody?
Yes, he signed with the. Oh my God, why is it slipping my mind right now, dude? He signed with somebody, dude.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna get him. We'll see. If you take off the 3 that's in ESPN's list, you could definitely put Derek Carr in there. But if we just stick to the list that they provided us, then yeah.
He signed with the Colts.
Oh, okay. That's a nice pickup. That's a good, nice pickup for the Colts. But yeah. So ESPN list is cool. Josh Allen at 3. Brady's at what, 4 or 5?
Brady's at 4.
And
Burrow's at 5. Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't have any arguments with it really. I mean, like,
yeah, it's pretty accurate. The only one I would really flip on their list, I'll put Stafford over Burrow.
I would take Burrow over Stafford.
Well, of course, if you're looking at age, but I like Stafford. I always knew my boy was the real deal.
Oh yeah, but he was always
better. Just stuck in Detroit.
Yeah, he was always better than that. But I mean, he's a top 10 quarterback. I'm not taking anything away like that from him, but I would definitely rather have Burrow.
Well, they better start protecting that kid because if he keeps getting hit the way he was getting hit last year, we might not get to see him.
They got Lionel Collins. They drafted they drafted a couple linemen this year too. So
yeah, they signed Alex Kappa. They offensive line should be a lot better.
Should be much more improved. We'll see.
We'll see. I just like Stafford. We gotta give Stafford some credit. He just won the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure he's gonna double that up with another good year in LA. Do they repeat? I doubt it. They got a chance though.
Yeah,
but
they do.
You just gotta give credit where credit's due. I gotta put my boy Stafford top 5, Burrow 6, Herbert 7. Let's take Watson out because he ain't playing and throw in Lamar and Kyler. I'll take Dak out and put Lamar and Kyler in that top 10. And Lamar is on a prove-it deal too, so he got to ball out this year so he can get that contract. I don't know why they haven't signed him to an extension yet, but he hasn't got signed to one yet.
Yeah, I agree. Hell yeah, man. We got any best bets for tomorrow? You got any baseball best bets?
My best bet for tomorrow.
The Dodgers playing the Cardinals. I'll start with my best bet. I'm going Washington Nationals minus 117 or minus 107. I'm sorry, minus 107, minus 110, depending on where you get it. And this is a direct shout out to our boy Felipe because Josiah Gray is on the mound tomorrow. My man has a 2.6 ERA since May 29th with a 10.67 K per 9. He has been pitching elite fucking baseball. And the Washington Nationals are playing the Mariners against Chris Flexen. Chris Flexen not as good on the road as he has been at home. The Mariners have been really good. I usually don't like fading teams that are winning on winning streaks, but we're going to take Josiah Gray tomorrow, baby. Washington Nationals, let's go.
All right, my best bet, I'll take the Atlanta Braves against the Mets.
Braves against the Mets. Steven Strider,
yeah, Spencer Strider on the mound. He struck out 12 his last start, somehow somebody found a way to lose that game. But I think
Yep.
Mr. Strider brings it home tomorrow. He's been pitching pretty damn elite his last couple starts.
Hell yeah. I like it. I want to go look at it real quick just to see what we got there. Right now, Atlanta minus 155 on the money line. Some heavy vig there. Drew Peterson on the hill. Nah, I like that. Strider's been fucking excellent. Back-to-back games, he struck out 11 or more batters, by the way. Talking about K per 9, dude. That guy has elite stuff. I just wonder, because he's a converted reliever, that's where he started the year. I just wonder if he's able to pitch the amount of innings that they need from a starter. That's my biggest question mark about him. It'll be interesting, though. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back Wednesday. We're going to be doing our Mountain West preview. You're definitely going to want to top into that. We'll be talking win total, over, unders for every team in the Mountain West and other bets for that division. Breaking them down team by team, win total by win total. It's going to be some great shit. I've been studying, dog. And I like a couple teams out here in the Mountain West, dude. In the Mountain West, it's a good conference.
Fresno State.
It's a good conference. Make sure to go to Devour.com or download the Devour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code Taproom for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. For Swerve and Ervin, Washington, I'm Jordan. Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, lads. We'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday.
Hey, Richard Jefferson, a referee now?
Nah, it's just for fucking summer league, dude. It was all for a show.
Okay.
I can't believe they actually let him fucking do a summer league game, bro.
Damn, you think ain't gonna be a good one? Ain't gonna be a good one?
I mean, I don't know, dude. The summer league refs have been so bad, bro. Today in the Bucks Celtics game, bro, the Bucks were up 107 to 106. The dude gets fouled, goes to the free throw line for the Celtics. He misses the first free throw and makes one free throw. They go to the fucking booth and shit, and they give the Celtics an extra point, even after reviewing it. Yeah.
Hey, what?
Dude, no one knew what the fuck was going on, bro. Everybody was confused. Even the announcers were like, dude, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, they just literally gave the Celtics a point for no fucking reason.
That's crazy.
Summer League has been absolutely fucking bonkers, bro. Like, the shit that has been going on. The officiating has been so bad, dude. There was one in the Lakers game yesterday. Fucking this dude on the Lakers goes up, Pierre fucking, I don't even know who the fuck he is. He's got an ugly ass jump shot though. Hopefully he doesn't see a minute on the floor for the Lakers. But he's driving to the basket. He gets hella fouled, dude. They call a foul on the floor and then they review it and they reverse the play. They reverse the call and like, dude, the guy got clearly fucking like clothesline, dude. It's like, what are you reviewing? Like, how?
I haven't been watching summer league. Damn, it's been that bad.
Yeah, dude, it's been pretty fucking nasty. It's been bad basketball this year, dude. Like, really bad basketball. I was expecting it to be a little better because like teams had more preparation this year, but dude, it's been nasty, dog.
Looking horrible.
Like, you can't even judge players in the summer league. Like, it's just so bad. Like, no one's running offensive sets. It's basically like a glorified pickup game out there, but they're actually trying to play defense. In the summer league, like, it's just so bad. Like, no one's running offensive sets. Oh, did that catch on the stream?
Yeah.